Oh my God. Am I live? Oh my. Seriously? The sound of that thing, man. Okay, but that. Stand by. We're gonna lose them there, right? Okay, now now we might have another rogue. Stand by. I'm gonna switch headset out, Jilly. I'm gonna switch headset out. And you're gonna have to order me some lunch, please. Check it on. Can you check it on another device or something to see, to double check? Is everyone saying they're happy with it? Okay. So chat's good. Is chat good? So did they hear my intro with the 350? Okay. Pratt & Whitney powered A330-200 could be a bit of a turn and burn here. Look at the lining of that engine. You can see the stubby exhaust shrouds there, identifying itself as Pratt & Whitney power. Okay, now what's interesting is, here we go. Wow! Well, I'll tell you what, we wanted some F-15 afterburner music, didn't we? And we kind of got that off those Pratt & Whitneys, man. And thank you, Qatar 777, for holding position, because you're going to hear these GE90 engines spool up as he comes up the ramp. Okay, now bear in mind that in the rush I've left my glasses in the van. At least I've got them in the van. So at some point in time we'll let this lot clear, but to be honest with you, there is quite a lot here. Look at that beautiful, another 767 with Delta, Aegean's 320 Neo, 787-10 British Airways, American 777-200. Very nice mix-up. Dreamliner, A321, and another 787, but the little room. And by the way, folks, can I just say, oh, hello. We've got some rogue landings deep here because we had one just now. Just give me shouts on rogues. Now this isn't category 3, I don't think. I think this is either Cat 1 or Cat 2. I mean, when I say Cat 1, it's, I was speaking to, we'll call him Pilot H earlier on. Great to meet you, mate. And great chat as well. He's a pilot with doot and doot. But a great chat with him, and we were discussing the categories, the different categories of visibility, and Cat 3 is obviously literally down to the ground, 50 meters or below, where you're literally coming down on the runway and you're like, oh, what, there it is. Fully trusting your instruments. I know it's a 900, sorry, my apologies. people going, that's not a 10. Just looked it sometimes from a distance. This audio is brought to you by Australian-made Road. Now this is interesting. He's building up the pressures. Hoping for at least either these GEs or the Trent 800s on that American triple will make a bit of a noise. It depends on weight, of course. I'm guessing it's ideal conditions for engines, really. Nice, thick, lots of air that they can ingest. That noise you're hearing there is a 7.6. Oh, no, he's smiling, he's smiling. He's a happy 777. So. Fire it up! American carrier, Delta Airlines, based in Atlanta, Georgia, where we've been. Oh, look at these engines. I think it's another set of... is that Pratt & Whitney, or is that... sometimes you can... That shroud looks a little bit long to me. That looks like a CF6 engine, that does. Can you confirm that for me? Thank you. Yeah, on the Delta 76. Oh. CF6. These aeroplanes are going to be climbing out, and then boom, you hit that beautiful blue sky, and then look down on it. It's amazing to look down on these on the ceiling, on the cloud bank that you see when you're above it. It's all, of course, fog or mist or whatever it might be, mix of a bit of precip in the air. So I'm thinking it's more misty than it is, but it's heavy mist, isn't it? Because that's very foggy out there, isn't it? I just contradict myself about 3 times. visibility is down to, wow. Oh, look, that's nice. Saw one of their models at Aviation Retail Direct the other day. One of the best sellers at the moment, apparently. American 777 as well. Wow. You look on your flight radar app, it's going to be a big old load of... Okay, Rolls-Royce Trent 800 power on this American jet. Rolling it on, lining it up. Seems like they're spooling a little bit, wait for the temperatures to come up the engine so that they're ready to spool, or they use the normal procedure but the engines take care of that. It might sit there and sort of like not immediately go through the gate like you would do under normal conditions, but because of how cold it is. Listen to them humming, man, listen to them humming. Sounds like someone with a disco neck. Go on, son! Good as you're gonna get, folks. That's as good as it's a shame that there's just not that. If it was a little bit higher, the cloud, the base of the Fox, or it was just a little bit thinner, so we could get some proper wing pressure action. Look at the wings on this 787, folks, already bent, like, you know, compared to the traditional wing design. See, there it is, there it is. Bring it up to pressure. There it is. I was going to say we need a 350. We do have a 350. This is a Virgin Atlantic 787 with de-ice. She's been, I'm picking that up on my monitor that she's got type 4, is it? Up against the wing there. You can see it along the leading edge as well. She has been, this is anti-ice, not de-ice. I think this is anti-ice. See, she's, and that will, congeals onto the wing and disperses based on speed. I think up to 120 knots, I think, or maybe more. 200 knots, is it? No, it wouldn't be. It would be about 140, between 120 and 160 knots. That. Here she goes. On the horizontals as well, building up the pressures. Wow, that's a long. It's only when the engines want to go that she'll go. Here we go. Go on, son. Watch the wings. I don't know if the viewers can see there, actually, because because I ain't got my glasses on, have I? I really said I haven't got my arses on. You can, yeah, but can you see it peeling off the wing? No? Okay, so there's one that has been anti-iced, and there is one that has not been anti-iced. Another Virgin Atlantic 787 in front of the United 787. Got a couple of narrow body jets going out right now. Now these don't appear to have been anti-iced either. And then we've got Row going out. Very popular aircraft, the Airbus A321neo. Well, this isn't a neo. Sorry, this is the engines really that make up the difference. But in general, it's the very popular narrow body jet with Airbus available, able to do long range as well. We just saw JetBlue's 321neo going out, which can do London, New York. Very successful airframe. Oh, James Don, thank you so much. Look at that, building up that power. Oh. Have another go, son. Here we go. Yeah. Visibility's picking up a little bit. Look how much further I can follow him down to Runway. Only a little bit, but a lot further than what I could before. We're getting the rotate. Oh, we could look at getting a little bit of floofage in the not too distant future. Tim Rotunda, what's with the extended run-up time? Engines. Operational temperature, I guess. Leave that. Come back to the road. Have they? What? Get takeoff, 271. Just hold it there, Skip. Let the engines run up. Roger that. Right, let's go. Big long run for the Dreamliner, always, and this thing's heavy probably. Use the full runway. Forget it, son. You ain't gonna see it. Thanks for your patience, folks. Have we got a rogue? Have we got a rogue, GP? Oh, man, come on. Want something bigger than that, son. John's a new member. And we've got Sir James Doink gifting 10 memberships. Just wanted to let you know, folks, that we are here at the Courtyard Marriott. Thank you to the folks here at the Courtyard Marriott for exclusive. So I got these on today, so forgive me for got some of these in there. So that keeps them nice and warm, nice and toasty. Ooh, it's lovely in there. But obviously I have to use this finger here. This finger here for the toggle on the camera. So fat fingers galore, if you know what I mean. But anyway, there we go. Thank you once again for your patience, folks. Glad you could make it. I need to go and get my glasses at some point. Thinking, Chili, maybe it might work if you order. Oh, hello, wait a minute. Look who's coming out. There's 777 buying. So the 777 will be, hello mate. All right fella, how you doing? Yeah, not bad, not bad. Where are you off to then? I don't know, where are we? So we're going to get some arrivals then at 3 o'clock. Getting category, I think there's still category 2 maximum. An interesting talking to Pilot H today about the auto land and the fact that you know, I spoke to a pilot once, no names, no pack drills, and he mentioned that they could literally go from auto to manual 50 feet from the ground if they wanted to, which obviously I find a little bit sort of like odd, because the aircraft, and forgive me, I know I was speaking to Mr. H earlier on, and he's right in saying that the aircraft is obviously configured and trimmed by the auto system. So when you take it out of that, it's like you know, you've kind of got to, in a funny sort of way, reconfigure it yourself, haven't you? But if you've got 50 feet to do it, oh man, we're going to get some great landings. So we've got to stick around, folks, because we wanted to bring you a lot of action today. Unfortunately, great shame about Lakenheath, but hey, it's there every day. It's only an hour and a half drive as well, so we're all good. Running up the engines. I think those little IAE engines are actually possibly a little bit more workable in these conditions in terms of engine temperatures, possibly. So also bear in mind, folks, I've got these big fat gloves on. It's difficult for me to jump on the chat as well, but also bearing in mind that I haven't got any glasses, so I haven't got full vision of your chat. If I stand well away though, and I think it's type 4, isn't it? Is that type 4? this Air Canada 777. Toronto is back on, folks. Well, it was never really off, but it's confirmed now. Toronto is confirmed for this weekend. That is an awesome example. You won't catch him, mate. Nice. One of the best-selling models at Aviation Retail Direct, right there, folks. In all the different liveries as well. I think they've sold out on a few of them as well. But very smart. I do like the Iceland Air, the new livery. I call that the lollipop one because it reminds me of a raspberry lollipop for some reason. Well, obviously it's raspberry. Look who's coming into play on the top right there. Look. First class, super class members this weekend, Saturday and Sunday in Toronto. Going out on the triple. I'll get a film of the wing as well. Let's see this. Wow. These are the LEAP 1A engines on this aircraft, the replacement for the CFM56 engine, very popular. Ooh, angling like a scolded cat. Wow, that's a long run, man. That's a long run. Come on, just a little bit more visibility and we'll be able to get some floofage going. Mind you, it's getting worse. To be around about between 120 and 160 depending on the size of the aircraft in terms of speed, in terms of knots, and of course depends on the weight of the aircraft, the takeoff weight. Oh, hello big lad. Oh, EK, there's one of the EKs landing. Oh, is he? Oh my god, right, okay. Obviously the deal didn't go through. Oh, poor old girl. Oh no, it's not 777, sorry, it's 787. Air Canada. I dare say that we will have another Air Canada jet coming out. It's a jet. It's a 333. Do we have a rogue? Do we have a rogue? Over. man, we're going to get some beautiful photography. Now that is a 10 in it. Also very interesting, Mr. H, chatting with Mr. H, talking about oh, am I going to be able to make it in time to get the glasses? I'm going to be able to do it with the livery before the 380. Did you say? Mark Willis, I think that is, talking about the speed. Generally, aviation and shipping is all knots, isn't it? That's the sort of standard speed. It's a bit like the standard language for pilot is English. The standard speed is in knots, not miles per hour. You can calculate it. Very easy to calculate knots, convert knots to miles per hour on your phone or on whatever. Some people know what the equation is. I don't know if it's 1 point something or point something. I think is there more knots to miles an hour? I think there's less knots than there is miles an hour. It's a very easy thing, Jerry. Rather than telling everybody what to do, open your phone. Yeah, but I haven't got my glasses. Doesn't matter. It's not very difficult to do. You know how to swipe text now, son. So 140 knots to mph. 161 miles an hour they are around about. That's 140 knots rotate speed. So around about 160 miles an hour. Still slower than a Formula 1 car. Yeah. I'm just going to cut. Sorry folks, going to cut to this. Okay. Folks, I reckon I can do it. I reckon I can do it. Watch this for a second, because I've got the 380. Because the 380 is behind a couple of. Look at the big lad. Swiss 220. Yeah, Wookie Howl. Little Pratt Whitney PW 1700Gs. 350's moving into position first, so we've got a long time on that 350. Say that again, GP, sorry. Give these XWBs a right old beating sometimes, man. Airline Dreamliner. We were honoured to oh, sorry, Mr. India. Sorry. Not even worried about getting a jet blast from that Dreamliner, man. Packed to the gunnels with fuel. Look at that wing drooping. Tip tanks full. Tell you what, she'll draw a crowd, this one will. Rolls-Royce Trent 900 engines. Oh, it's got a nice big shiny nacelle, eh? That's what's known as the engine nacelle if you're in America, or the nacelle if you're over here. The unpainted section there, the leading edge, which houses all the Kevlar material. Obviously, it's an aerodynamic feature as well, but the protective Kevlar lining inside that to ensure that in a blade off situation It's contained within the engine, much like what happened with, well, didn't really. Oh, blimey, my hands are cold. General Electric engines. Straining at the leash. XWB engines, they want to fly. Easing her forward. A lot of noise that 777 made on flying out. I think he's steering that, isn't he? Is he steering that with the tiller? Yeah. So cool. Oh, he's ready to go. Go on then, Sam. Yeah. As much as it is a battle between the aircraft manufacturers, it is the same competitive arena with the engine manufacturers. Some siding with some and others. Oh, say that again. This is, I believe, wow, that's an old 800, isn't it? It's an old Dash 8. Wow, looks like a blimey. Stubby, isn't it? It's an 800. I wouldn't say rare, but I don't often see them with BA anymore. I think it's the least number of Dreamliners they've got in the 787 family. We're starting to get just before the rotate point. literally, as the elevators pitch, you will see the fluff over the wing, starting already actually. That will just disappear in a plume of smoke, vapour. Flying on the 777 with Air Canada on Friday. Were you looking at arrivals, GP, at 3 or? Slinger going to get this runway, or yeah. Oh, okay, so a lot of activity in the holds there. Right, folks, stand by. I'm just going to grab this. Did we say we were going to go? Couple of loud ones in the queue there. A set of Trent 8s, set of Trent 7s, and I think Pratt & Whitney PW 4000s on. Exactly. That is the CFM56 power plant on that jet, as it is on this 737. Of course, the MAX aircraft now powered by the LEAP engine, which is the leading edge aviation propulsion, it stands for, I believe. And that is the LEAP engine, which is the replacement for the CFM56, but it's still a CFM engine. Straight on the center line. Yeah, precision from that American pilot. Justin Hanley, good question. More than likely, he would know the engines. He would maybe know the engines, but put it this way, in the manual, in the case of an incident, they don't open the book. It says, "Thank you for flying with the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 engine. Here are your instructions for it's like it's none of it. It's just the engines." Nice. Yeah, go with engine. Right, okay, yeah, I'm just, yeah. So this is one of the older A330-300s with Virgin Atlantic, slowly but surely removing them from the fleet. Nice and noisy, the Trent 700. New NEO powered jet, which is this one here. That's the one they're being replaced with. See the big engines on them? That's the Trent 7000, which is the new variant of this Trent 700. And also the wingtip as well. The old fence style wingtip has been replaced by a beautifully sculpted, literally a work of art. It's called the Blade, they called it, in its development stages anyway. Right, listen to the long spool-up of these Trent 700s. Another BA380 coming out as well, look. Beautiful aeroplane, the A330, man. It's one of those aeroplanes that when I first started Big Jet TV, I wasn't familiar with it, to be perfectly honest with you. I would have looked at that and gone, what's that, 777 or something like that? I had to learn everything when I started Big Jet TV. But very quickly fell in love with that aeroplane when I was a little nipper, Big Jet TV nipper. Listen to these engines, man. Lovely old 767. Look at the winglets, folks. 11 feet high, those winglets. So add into that the flex of the wing when she's in flight. Now, the little Air France 319 is about to depart. Hopefully, this just about now. He's turned his taxiway lights off, which means he's next in line. Ah, no, I think the American might be next in line, which is why he's turned his lights off. I think that American might be next in line. Little 319. And then we've got a Neo going out at what's called intersect. So he's going to be going out from that position as opposed to full length. It's only 100 yards or so difference, but that beautiful A330. And I don't know whether that's Billie Holiday or what, but hello? Where are you going? None of your business. Here we go. Come on, son. Bring it on. I'm off to Dallas, Fort Worth. Cheers, man. All right, then. Have a nice time. Katina Jones, my daughter herself, you remember? Katina, my daughter, will be heading over on VS22 from IAD tomorrow night for a semester abroad. I'm sure she will be on the Dreamliner. Wow, Dreamliner, fantastic. Wish her all the best. Hope she has a lovely time. So, Katina, I hope your daughter has a great time over here. A semester's a term, isn't it? Yes. So she's going to be spending a semester in the UK. Fantastic. No better place to spend it, really, is there? Being a bit biased there, but you know. Michael Jackson, Mikey 8, Michael Jackson. When you're stationary on the airfield, the pilot is supposed to turn off taxi light and take off light. Thanks, Mike. Indeed, it's what's commonly known as etiquette, I believe. You know, for instance. He's still got his taxi lights on there, but if that 767's going out next, he'll probably bang on his taxiway lights now, or if the Neo is up next, which I think by the looks of it, it might be, because that 76 is still not lit up. Sounds a bit dry. Look at that, that's Heathrow, that is. Fuzzwork. I think you'll find that JetBlue, all the aircraft of JetBlue are have a name. But yes, I know what you're saying. I love the idea of it. Especially with, look at this beautiful, this is the latest offering from, oh that's their new one, that's not their newest one, that's their second aircraft, second delivered A330, yeah. Oh, okay. It shows that you're not moving as an aircraft, okay. But then why has the 380 got his taxiway lights on? I don't know. Anyway, got a nice light. Jenny should be a narrator. So now this aircraft has been anti-iced. Looks like Type 4. I think the green is the Type 4. Here she goes. Watch the fluid pouring off the wing. Dispersing off the end of the wing there. Wow, how crazy is that? Look at that. Sorry, sir or madam. 767. Beautiful thing. Nice and hot. Oh my goodness me, that's good. Oh yes, that's good. The doo-doo. Did he? No, Doddy. Oh, you're getting a little bit. You're getting a little bit. It's British Airways statement to the fact that they are looking for cleaner aeroplanes in the future. Of course they will be. Putting a lot into it, of course. They've invested in a lot of sustainable aviation fuel. Millions of gallons, basically. If you look up British Airways sustainable fuel purchases, blimey, look, they're like flipping number 5 buses now, Jilly. Look, they're common as muck. That's brilliant, though, man. Is that our aircraft, or is that the new aircraft? She's a looker. Big old. Eliza Doolittle. Russie T has gifted a membership. Thank you, Russie T. Fuzzwork, Nisane, The Gaming Hand, Sue Taylor, Peter Schwartz was gifted a membership. Welcome back, Peter. Matthew Bentley, Rab H. Welcome, everybody. Randy Wishband. Sandy Hubbard, L.A. Cat. Now we talk about intersections, folks. And generally, an aircraft will go out intersect if they're carrying a light load, and look at that's just how efficient the. I mean, an older aircraft, an older generation aircraft like the IAE powered jet like that. You can see the difference in the size of the engine there. That's the current engine option, or should we say classic engine option, and this is the new engine option, which is the Neo. Much the same as the other airframe. Obviously a lot of adjustments and changes made to the wing, I would imagine, in terms of hanging a bigger engine off of it. But all these new ones powered by the LEAP engine. So CFM getting a good deal out of that. Neo availability, engine availability on the Neo is either the LEAP engine or the Pratt & Whitney PW9 1000 family, I think it is. It's 1200, 13, 17, whatever it might be. Got a nice pack of aircraft ready to come out. Do we have a Rogue GP? Jilly, have you gone? Can you hear me, mother? Claire Weston, finally got round to watching you on the Great British Quiz. I don't know if I was awesome. I always hate seeing and hearing myself. I sound like such a vagabond. Oh, go on, Governor. Oh, hello. Here we go. A nice misty departure for Emirates. Another 50 minutes remaining of the morning / afternoon session through to 1500 hours, and then they'll be landing. Wow. Fuzzwork. Parts of the Pratt & Whitney series are made down the road from me, south of Montreal. Cool, they sent to Connecticut for assembly. Wow, how cool is that? Nice one, Fuzzwork. Nice Madonna's brassiere, as I call it, for the I think he's coming out next. The big boy's coming out next. Look, lights are ablaze. He's moving. He's moving. Sorry, Mr. American, we're going to have to leave you, I'm afraid. We've got a big lad coming. The commentator. Welcome to you, the commentator. Very nice. So thank you to everyone, of course. Warm welcome that everybody always gets here on Big Jet TV. Anne Hodkinson has upgraded her membership to first class. First class, of course, going to be joining us in Toronto this coming weekend, folks. Flying out on Friday. Read all about it. Oh, and boy, oh boy. Moved another step forward. Yeah. I'm looking to see who's moving next. Is he moving? Dreamliner's moving. Another Air India Dreamliner. Good old traditional design around the windows. Been with Air India for as long as we can remember, really, in terms of their design. Arcing back to the late 70s, early 80s. The old retro designs. Now you can see it. So going down the old Taj Mahal. Here we go. Sorry, folks. Got to jump on this. Sorry. Whoever it is. Pardon? I know, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Steering this monster using a tiny little tiller and a side stick not much bigger than your average Xbox controller. Insane, isn't it? obviously a little bit more complex than that, but much the same thing. Talking to Pilot H today, mentioning how so many pilots use flight sim and actually train for specific scenarios. Speed check. 100 knots. V1. Rotate. There she goes. Oh yeah, look at the floofage. Look at the power over the wingman. Just about see it. Ah. Oh. Got goosebumps then. Freezing now. How many different panels do you want on that engine? Lovely old GE90 there. 200 variant. She's an ER, isn't she? Or an LR. I can never bleeding remember. Oh. Happy though. Look, it's got a smiley face on it. Yippee! 5,100 people tuned in right now. Thank you, folks. I hope you're all doing well. Give us a like. Go on, you miserable. No, only joking. Go on, hit that like button. Immediately. Otherwise, I'm just going to go like that. Thousand likes or you don't get to see nothing. Right. Big old warm up for these engines. Look at that. Full length, man. And I really like it. Trek 700s. That was awesome, man. That'll set your alarm off. Even if you got the sensitivity rating right down. Shake the foundations, man. You can feel the shake from here, man. Give that about 15-20 seconds and it'll breaking through into the beautiful I put a post up a little while ago actually from the Virgin Atlantic jet, I think it was a 350, breaking through into the brilliant bank shot as we break through into the, where is that jet? Is that Oh, it's... Oh, Solaris preferring the old duck egg blue, fair enough. Or as the Canadians call it, or at least the folks that I went and met when I was in Toronto, the Head and Shoulders livery. So who's flying this out? Rolls-Royce XWBs. Sat behind him. Emirates. Take my glove off quick. Nick Rose is a new member. Welcome, Nick. Jonathan Whitty has gifted a membership. Thank you, Jonathan. Very kind of you. Tash 1312 upgraded to first class membership. Tash going to be joining us in Toronto and Oz Flight Simmer, g'day! Welcome to first class, mate. Oz Flight Simmer, like that. Lots of simmers subscribing and joining Big Jet TV at the moment, which is very interesting. I must do more on my flight sim, Jilly. I must do more. I think I should dedicate hour to it every evening song. Sort of between Bargain Hunt and Coronation Street. I'm only joking. I am only joking. What I meant to say was between Bargain Hunt and Flog It. But I'm working. Rab H will get his red star in less than 4 months. Jeff Bryson without the black paint. Gotta love the cockpit canopy design that Airbus offer on their jets now. Very interesting, sort of like. I mean, the newer Air Canada livery is very unique in itself, in as much that it uses what I call the Amy Winehouse flick, which is like eyeliner is the best way to describe it. It's unique to them, and of course they've put it across the board of their fleet. In terms of, I think, beautiful on the A220, beautiful on the 777, the A330, the Dreamliner, whatever it might be, it looks fantastic. Adam Ross, good afternoon. Aussie Flight Simmer, Dick Dastardly, Leslie White, Foxy B, and thanks for the support. There we go, Aussie Flight Simulator, Rab H. Joan Curry, Roy Van Can, apparently. At the moment, I'm at the courtyard on the inbuilt EGLL Airport Microsoft Flight Sim. Okay, cool. Rolls-Royce still using the titanium blade on their large, even their next generation fan jet, but the big one that they're about to start testing on, I believe, it's in the it's literally at the test centre, is the Ultra Fan, biggest commercial jet engine in the world, in terms of fan diameter, that is. Bigger than the GE9X, believe it or not. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Sat anywhere near the wing, well, yeah, anywhere near the wing, with those engines, you really do get a massive pickup of sound, man, when they spool them up. Now these things as well. What's interesting on this XWB engine is that it has valves, much like every other engine, of course, but there's a distinctive shutting noise, literally, as you hear everything. Listen carefully. I will say this only once. No, but listen as he spools up. It might not happen because of the fact that they're in cold conditions, but normally there's a thudding noise as the seals close. Listen. Such a nice show to relax after being to enjoy the banters. Fantastic. Airbus French influence. Chris Carey, good afternoon. Carey, shall I say? Sorry. Chris, good afternoon to you. Adam Ross, after the E190 jet, CF34 exhaust sounded awesome. Wow! Adam Ross sat on the aft wing of the aft section of the CF34, yeah. Crazy little engine. I say little because it is tiny, but it doesn't have to deliver a load of power. I should know. I've followed a few. Or stood behind a few, should I say. There it is! You got a wizard. Yeah! Heating up a ton of air a second, folks. Yeah. It's crazy when you get a lot of pressure over the wing like that. It looks like an Antonov, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Rusty, that's a beautiful close-up. Rusty, thank you. Lee Hesp can't beat Heathrow for action. You can't really. Well, certainly in the UK anyway. You know, you can't. Simple as that. Avro Arrow, bird of prey wings, yes. Very much so, the A380. It does have that distinctive sort of like profile of a bird of prey, you know, like a large buzzard. Who are you calling a buzzard? Ralph Skyperium. Welcome back, Ralph. See the flapper on. Free. Now she's coming into neutral position. As soon as that aircraft leaves the ground, it will work in unison with the outboard aileron. Oh yeah, look at the pressure changes over the wing. Nice. Etihad 787. Is that a 10 long range? Bootle one. Les Donaldson. Joan Carrington to just see a 380 Air Airport only flies turboprops now. There's more than Emirates flying. Then I catch one in Toronto something. Well, Emirates was 4 hours, wasn't it? Graham Hess, outer engines on the 380, yes, of course, because they reach parts of the runway that other engines don't reach. If Heineken made an aeroplane, Calico. 26 minutes remaining, folks, before the operation switch to arrivals here on runway 27 right at London Heathrow. Hope you're all doing well. Engines are idle for that 777. Big titanium coned APU output on that Dreamliner, very distinctive. Feeding the rudder. NASA designed scallops on the cowlings of those engines. Exclusive usage by Boeing, but we do hear that apparently it's great for noise reduction, but not so good for for fuel burn, which is why, well, I mean, it's exclusive to Boeing, so that's why you don't find it on any of the Airbus aircraft. Of course, 787, 747-8 and the MAX, the 737 MAX. I think this 777 is moving forward now. Angry. Me, I'm next. I'm next. No, just it. Tony McCall, yeah, the Air France Concorde in is it Charles de Gaulle CDG, I think. A great monument, a real aeroplane, of course, but beautifully displayed. I think it's actually pointing upwards, going up in a takeoff sort of like pitch, isn't it? Nose up, gear down, that kind of thing. Oh dear, just a little bit more imagination and careful now, you're going to get a bit of a jet blast. Kev Parker, thank you Kev, take care. That's easy, fading on the old Air Serbia jet here. Qatar just touching down, lovely 2 seconds. Big, ginormous engines. Carbon blades. Titanium tipped. Now let's just see if we can get what's known as a wizard as the engines build up pressure and suck all that air in. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow is basically the operation of that engine. And as she sucks air in through, sucking it off the ground, you might get a bit of a... I think this is a Trent 8-pound, no, it's GE, sorry, BA 777 fleet, with both the Rolls-Royce and General Electric power plants, depending on the age of the aircraft. I think it was General Electric first and then went to Rolls-Royce, or yeah, that was the other way around. Look, he's got a smile on his face, look. Yeah, gotta love that shot, man. All lights blazing away on this Dreamer. This is Etihad's Dreamliner. Jennifer Jordan, how can it affect fuel burn after the combustion chamber? Jennifer, it's based on that it actually causes drag on the aircraft, which means that they have to burn more fuel to maintain the speed, if you see what I mean. Obviously very, very small incremental amounts, but enough to obviously affect its overall fuel burn. I know what you're saying, I might have confused you there, but it's supposed to be an aerodynamic feature which improves the airflow and therefore reduces the sound generated at the back of the engine. But it was developed by NASA specifically for that purpose, and Boeing used it exclusively. But unfortunately, I hear that it actually causes drag on the engine, and as a result, when I say drag, it's literally that, where as if someone's standing behind it and pulling it backwards, or trying to, or it's got a couple of hundredweight hanging off its wings. I need to turn this phone up, Julie. I can't hear a bleeding word you're saying. Oh, there we go. I've got it now. Yeah. Carry on. Say that again. Just say that again. Say that again. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cool. And that's from Harry, is it? Is that on the chat, or is that? Okay. Just heard that apparently the run-up, folks, is not to do with engine temperatures, but to remove a build-up of ice, or any potential build-up of ice on the fan blades. How about that? Oh my goodness me, yes, of course. Greg Lyons, but why does it cause drag? Well, it just does. It obviously, you know, they must have tested it. Whether they tested it for, they would have. I mean, I think the General Electric test rig, the 747, that tests all of the General Electric engines, would have, but the thing is that what's interesting is that when they're doing testing for sound, it's a very interesting procedure that they have there, where they will fly an aircraft over a runway at a certain height for a certain distance at a certain power, with normal engines, and then with the aerodynamic aids, or not so much aerodynamic aids, but sound reduction aids, and they will literally record the amount of decibels on the ground, and they obviously did that, but did they at the same time consider the amount of oh hello, blimey, that's a bit early to go out there. So obviously it's so obviously the centrifugal force of those engines being run up, and I'm guessing also, therefore, interesting what our pilot friend has told us, and kind of sort of underlines the whole thing of the Kevlar lining on the inside of the fan casing is not just to contain a blade off, but also to contain or to handle ice being thrown at it at high speed, because it's a form of carbon, isn't it? Kevlar. It's a Kevlar / carbon material. So if you look at the inside of each of these big engines, or any engine really, you'll see a lining inside the nacelle, the engine nacelle, or nacelle, which now I know serves a couple of purposes, of course. Protects the inner lining of the engine cowl. Dirty old set of flaps on this one. She needs a wash. She needs a wash. Wow. Is that one going off to maintenance or something, Jilly? Or is it just a... It's going to Philadelphia, is she? Wow. It's like one of the old PPE flights, remember them? Going out empty. Off to China, 7-man crew. Crazy, man. Crazy, crazy days. Big line-up, single aisles. Okay, 47. We have 13 minutes left, folks. 13 minutes left before arrivals, and then they will be punching their way through the clouds. I'll be literally... Okay, we might see the Singapore Slinger in on this runway, but it's 13 minutes already. 13 minutes, I can't see it. James the drummer then advances to MCT/flex. Is that the engine setting? Noise may not sound, as I said, to my Holland Swenneker. By the sounds of it, it's a new member. Welcome, Holland. Steve Betty, as nervous, as dirty as my club. It's actually me. Folks, can I just say that if anybody's wondering whether we are going to be in a specific place, for instance here at Heathrow or wherever we might be on a specific date in the future, just be aware that we just do not make our schedule. We obviously do pre-arrange our overseas trips, but in terms of where we're going to be on specific dates, please email us nearer the time, like literally 5 days beforehand, because there's no point in emailing us like months in advance, because we have no idea where we're going to be. We saw this new engine option A320 at Toulouse, or maybe not this one, but Sir James Doyle Slinger, 10 minutes. Who in chew? Who in chew? Chickens thrown at the engines, and then the parts are taken to the parts are then taken to the employee cafeteria. Hold on a minute, there's a bit of carbon in this one. nice tang of Castrol GTX on that piece of chicken. See right the way through these engines, folks. Big set of carbon bladed General Electric GE90-115B engines, 115,000 pounds of thrust either side, 230,000 pounds of thrust. I think General Electric are boasting that the the GE9X engine combined has more power than the original, in terms of thrust, than the original Apollo rocket or something like that. Insane, man. Paul Donnelly, I worked for BA in Boston when I started in '82. We shared a 747-100 with Philadelphia in the winter. Now Boston has a 3-day. Has 3 a day. Sorry, my apologies. Shared a 747-100. The real queen of the skies. Mr. Righty, Singapore 380 gone back in the hole for a second time. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We could have an A380. Castrol R, 2-stroke. Castrol R, of course, got to be mixed with what used to be, what was it, 2-star petrol. 3 gallons of 4-star, please. Remember that. £1.50's worth of 4-star. Nick Rose, that's funny. Through the gate, man, through the gate that was. Yeah. I don't know how much of that you're seeing, folks, but have I got time to run down for a cup of coffee, Jim? Kathy and the bird, Slinger just about to come past my house. Wow, listen to that. Okay, we're taking bets. No more bets, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, by the way, be responsible, gamble responsibly. We're having a little joke here. Okay, I have no idea about betting, by the way, so I don't know what I'm saying. Whether it's 6-1 on, 3-4, odds on favourite. 25-1. Place your bets. I'll put a tenner on it. Oh, okay. Black Tappan cable. Black Tappan cable ties. Does he make cable ties by any chance? But welcome to you, Mr. Cable Tie. Portugal waiting for 27 left departure. Justin Hanley. Yeah, they're already lining up over on the southern runway. Just about see them. Build up already appearing. I think this 777's going to. Is he going to turn right up here? Folks, oh, you can hear those Rolls-Royce engines. Do you feel that? Can you hear that? I'd like to know whether that comes out on people's headsets, GP. You know, you get those boy racers, yeah, and they have the windows closed and the sound right up, the bass really heavy duty. That's the sound that the Trent 800 makes. You still hear it, just about. It sounds like just a constant bass. Almost sounds like a speaker, a big bass speaker, sort of like feedback kind of thing. Big Bad John. What, Big John? What's that? Pierre Rollin, Aer Lingus line up and wait, runway 27 left, there we go. Maybe listening out on the radio. On the radio, oh, on the radio. There's Al. All right, Al. All Nippon Airlines. Inspiration of Japan. When you're in love, you know you're in love. Come on, son, get dark at R4. The referee's a blackguard. Paul Skilling, Singapore 380, first in, 27 right. How about that? Wow, sorry folks, I was just reading a comment there. Let me just come back here and lock out and stand by. I just want to hear, I want to read that. Tim Rotunda, the engine on the 777, I'm guessing he means the, which one are you talking about? Oh, GE, the GE 90, rated £127,000. Oh, the 9X, I think. Oh, no, 9X, 134,000. 777, I'm guessing that's the Trent, sorry, the GE 90. 115. Okay, so is that the 115 that's rated at £127,900? That's pretty incredible, that is. That's incredible. Right, GP, you're going to have to call these ones and make sure you're nice and loud as well. One, you know, call it at, actually, hold on a minute. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go on my, I'm going to, yeah. Okay, Slinger is first. No way, I'm not going down to get coffee, mate. Yeah, no way am I going to leave this now. Not when a 380's inbound. We've got bleeding, how many thousands of people waiting? 4,700 people. Singapore Slinger lining up for 27 right, Mr. Righty, Tony Bagman. New Saudia flight from Neom in meow, 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 meow. Saudi Arabia land 27 left, 787. 900. I missed that. Ian Morrison, Foxy B. H, I thought that was Charlie Empress and Jill Perry. Tweety, Vijay Verdi, Toronto now getting their heavy snowstorm. 15 to 20 centimetres expected. Jilly, we need to make sure that we got chains on them wheels, or tyres, should I say. JVDG, when I first saw Jerry, he was standing on a van. It's the intro to a song, I'm sure of it. He's on rooftops now. Well, we're on rooftops, but we still use the van. We were doing it this morning. Well, we were hoping to anyway, but she's parked up down in the. She's having a rest down in the top of the down in the parking lot. Pierre Roland, sorry, A380 just passed over London City. Vincent Quill, Sue Cauda, Ellie, Jonathan Beale. Who consumed all the pies? Who consumed all the plies? You large person, you large person. You consumed all the pies. Yeah. Who's the gentleman? Who's the gentleman? Who's the gentleman in the black? Who's the gentleman in the black? Steve Bruce, he's got a rather large head. Sorry. Oh, Pierre Roland is French, so am I pronouncing that the right way? Charlie Redpath tuning in from the Lurkers Lounge. Folks, if you're just joining us, smell that. We are just going through a runway switch at the moment. Same thing every day when they are on 2-7 operations here at London Heathrow. Paul Trapiel. Sounds like I'm probably going to get it completely wrong, either French or Italian. Trapiel! Or Trapiel! Or probably might be from Wandsworth, who knows? I don't know. Right, Paul. Mate, what's it like to land it, mate? James May in that one, driving very, very slowly. We, of course, here on Big Jet TV, and I think I'm going to say that we were, and still are, the only live stream channel to have ever driven down a runway live. An active runway chasing an A320. We have done it. Just give me a call on that one, GP. Jam on it. I got jam on it. 1,000. It's a little bit off course. Blimey, what's going on there? Or is that just Flight Radar 24 having a funny one? A sideways. Is he drifting it? He's drifting it in. Bonjour. Tate-a-tate. $500. 300. 200. Approaching minimums. I'm going to have to point it this way, folks. Might hear it before I see it. Minimums. I'm not going to call the numbers. I'm not. Oh, here I can hear it. I can hear it. Where's she at? Yeah. There she is. Yeah! Oh man, hey, look, if you don't want to give me a like, give that a like. Go on, go on! Wow, that was so cool, man. Right, Floofage City, Rogue the Tan saying. Scott Amos, interesting talking to Pilot H this morning as well about landings. When you see a what we classify as a heavy landing or a firm landing, it actually really isn't. In terms of the pilot wants to get the aircraft down as soon as possible. Floating it is not ideal in any way. So floating it and then a nice calm touchdown is not really ideal because you're using up a lot more runway and therefore you might miss your exit point, which kind of slows the whole process down and backs everything up behind you potentially. So the key is to land it on the markers basically, which is or on the burns, and that is the main marker there, and that is basically, I think you'll find, where that Singapore Slinger just planted itself. JVDG, lucky enough one day I was walking under the A380. See all the vortexes and pressure decrease over the wing. Pressure wave basically over the wing, which will now completely disperse as it is now a motor vehicle. Didn't you know? You mind stepping away from the plane, please, sir? What seems to be the problem, officer? Well, any idea how fast you were going, sir? It's landing on a plane, for God's sake. Well, sir, I don't know about that. JVDG loving the mist around the wing, yes. Pressure above and below the wing, of course, different variations in pressure. I think the pressure decreases over the wing, but even so, it's still squeezing those droplets right and making them mist, basically, or a vapour. Sarah speaks Spanish. Jerry, how do you start out? Julie Stubbs. Long story, Julie. Go to my website, bigjet.tv, and there you can read about me. or get a little bio of me, put it that way. Our website, sorry. Sorry about that. The website. Created by Gilly Presswood. Created and assisted design, Gilly Presswood. Jerry Dyer, creative director. Is that right, Gilly? Did you say that? Gilly's got the hammer and saw. Jonathan Beale, Rab H. TK, good afternoon to you. JVDG it was not a hobby. It was not a hobby. I would suggest go, like I say, go to the website bigjet.tv and you'll be able to read a short bio on me. I think, is it there, Jimmy? I don't know. John Duty, Pierre, Paul Trapiel. I believe that is called lift. Yes, indeed. Lift obviously decreases as the aircraft descends, so the pressure changes over the wing. Nice bit of vortex coming off those outboard flap sections, and then it will literally stop immediately. AGN 320 Neo. Joe Curry, yes. Just got to feed the engine. Kathy Horvat, sorry, apologies. Kathy Horvat, tuning in from Anaheim, California, where they hold, I think, still the first round of the Supercross. Oh, every year. In fact, round 1, 2, and 3. Well, it used to be anyway. At least round 1 and 2. Supercross. Our Ekman, David Bailey and Davey Coons welcome you to the AMA Supercross, live from Anaheim, California. 767, hauling its way out, 27 left. There's another one. Pops its way out through, still on, I reckon this is still category 1 or 2, just like the equivalent of low cloud, low ceiling. VJ. Yeah, starting to get, yeah, it's still light at 5 o'clock now, isn't it? Well, I say it's still light, but it's tell you what might be Sarah Deal, Boston expecting more snow today. Malaysia 3:52 minutes out. Rosie W. Thank you, Rosie. Jill Perry, flu magic, isn't it just? Margaret Burnett, thanks for the show. Yeah, up early this morning, up at 5 o'clock this morning. Hour and a half's drive to Lakenheath. Standing at the fence line. Suddenly noticed emergency vehicles, 2 emergency vehicles, then another one from the other side. In fact, I don't know if it was the one that came past us, but then I smelt burning, and it was not a very nice burning smell. It wasn't like a nice Sunday afternoon bonfire, you know, with oak tree leaves, which is a lovely smell, I have to say. That and the ringing bells of England. Don't get that much anymore, do we? Or is that just because I live where I live? I don't, you know, countryside. I used to love the sound of the bells on Sunday mornings. Ding 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 ding. Don't happen anymore, I don't think. It's all played out of a speaker, isn't it? Oh, do they? Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. That's nice that you can hear that. Busy shot there of London Heathrow. Come on, want some big traffic, man. So you want to get it, bang. Between those two marker points is the ideal landing position, landing spot, I think. There are markers all the way. I think they're 100-meter markers, but there's the first one. I think. I don't know if they're 100 meters or maybe a bit more, or certainly looks like about 100 meters. But that's the big ones, the main landing point. Different runways. Some runways are marked differently, but I think it's just sort of like. They obviously have a standard. Read all about it. Man lands plane on the runway. To prepare. Paul. It wasn't rubber burning. No, it wasn't. It was a mechanical burning. I have to say, more a mechanical smell. They dealt with it, put it out really quickly because I could see the big plume of smoke. Right, what's that? Wow, what was that? Pretty sure it was a 777 by the sounds of it. I don't think they... Wow. Fee, welcome back Fee, a first class member. Fee going to be joining us, if she wants to, or he wants to, in Toronto this coming weekend, folks. First class and super class members, you are welcome to join us over the weekend. Obviously bear in mind that we will be... is it 7 hours behind, Julie? 5 hours. So that's got to be a 777. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Quiet, Julie, what are we talking about? So, that was Air Canada. I think that's Air Canada. 777 firing up over the other side of T2, I think. Batteries. Yeah, I think that was. Pardon me. Air Canada 857 firing up over the other side there. Can't see her tail. Okay, right. Is that 76? No, it's the Kenya Airways 787, 2 out. Jambo jet sorted, isn't it? Flipping heck. Blimey. Okay, the next major one that we need to keep an eye out for, folks, is EK31. And it's the Journey to the Future livery. So I'm going to get this Jambo jet. I'm going to get the and then we're going to jump to. Then I'm going to quickly run down, grab a coffee, which will not disrupt anything, I can assure you. Emirates 380 Journey to the Future livery currently over the English Channel due in around 30 minutes, VJ saying. Yes, indeed. Martin Smith, are we on bear or moose watch this weekend? I wouldn't have thought so. Neither, yeah. There is the 777. Oh, okay, so is this possibly my flight going out? So that's my flight this coming Friday. Where is it? No, you push forward. Well, it's a big old lineup of jets on the for the outbounds, isn't it? Look. Wow, look at that. That's insane, man. Flipping heck. Down at the old Bull and Bush. Tony McCall, yes, I am flying Air Canada, and that's my flight. Right there. See, look around the engines. Look, see that? See the vortex coming off. Nice. Yeah, so as Pilot H was saying earlier on, a firm landing does not necessarily mean that it's a bad landing. A firm landing means that the pilots are keen to get the aircraft on the ground as soon as possible, get the wheels braking, and hit their targeted or expected exit point on the runway. So a lot of the time that is also auto braking. So they, if the aircraft is configured to exit at a specific point, brake to vacate, so to speak, the aircraft will rely on the pilot to do their part of the job right, which is to put it down exactly where the aircraft wants you to put it down. So floating it further down the runway obviously upsets the whole parameter of braking, so that has to then become maybe a bit of manual input there somewhere. Denise Brennan, good morning from Port Angeles, Washington. I think Washington State is that. Right, folks, bear with me 2 minutes. Do I have long enough to go and get a coffee, GP? Do I? Emirates 380, how far out is it? Have we got 20 minutes at least? Oh, okay. Right, okay. Back in a minute, folks. Don't go anywhere. I should take the mic down with me, really, shouldn't I? Which I can't. Obviously. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, all right.
Wow.
I mean, in a good way.
Yeah, but yeah, fair enough. But how many of them got there? Well, the only one I can think of is right, let's make sure this bleeding thing charges up. Come on, you little. You jolly thing. That's hilarious, mate. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, mate. I've done it twice already. I've done it twice in my life, so kinda know exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Lloyd bound. Yeah, positive all the way, mate. Positive all the way. Start ripping it apart before it's even started. Don't get your hopes up, and you know, loads of other people doing it. You know, it's like I know all that. I know all that. Yeah, yeah. No, I didn't because I've only just had the call didn't I, this morning? Kaz, someone should bring you a coffee. I told you. Yes, I put the inquiry into them months ago, and they've only just called me. Just like, brilliant! Wow, really? Flipping it, that's fantastic. I've got to get some. I've got to refresh. What's that? Oh really? Why is that? Okay, what we got? We got fog is coming from Jerry's coffee. Oh. Oh, Jan's views, thank you. See a little vortex coming off the flaps, the wing flaps on the AVGEEK, the narrow body Airbus. Same with the 737 really. See a trail of okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. Adrian Lamb, yes, 380. Look on your flight radar 24. At right now, folks, she's north of us. Hey, is that one on the south as well? Oh no, that's the Qatar that's just gone out. Okay, she looks like she's going into a hold up on the top there, that Emirates CK31. Possibly. Settings. Jennifer Jordan, Kathy Williams, Brad H. Sue Taylor. No, that's just me opening the hand warmers packet. Ralph Scapierian. Yeah, it's cold. You're pal Palpatine. It's classic Mackenzie brothers, great white. Ian Morrison, Foxy B. B. Calpan, good day to you. What's up, GP? What's up? Sorry folks, just checking to see what the Jill Blakeney, I love a snow day in Big Jet TV. A little sprinkling of snow up at Lakenheath. Let's just see if we catch it. No. There was snow on the ground. There was still snow on the ground. Yeah, only very light snow, but enough to put Manchester at a standstill. Put it that way. whoever runs that department, you know, really, if that was me, wow. Surely if you're running the airport's snow clearance operation, you're constantly checking the weather. Even I check the weather. Everyone checks the bleeding weather the night before, don't they? And really should have jumped on it, forewarned his team the night before. It's either that or they all, I don't want to throw is it aspersions or accusations around, because obviously nobody's sure exactly why they had to close the operations in Manchester. And there was the tiniest little sprinkling of snow. Especially when they invest so much into it, like what Heathrow have done here. You can see lots of snow moving equipment there. I'd like to see what happens next time there is heavy snow here at Heathrow, probably in 2027. JVDG EK31 5 minutes, thank you. Weather check 5 times a day. James Wurtle. I check the weather on a regular basis. Oh no, okay, stand by. I'm switching that out. That's not working. Sorry, my apologies. Turkish 321. Don't forget, folks, I did just speak with the owner here. Big shout out to Mohammed, by the way, at the courtyard, and we are going to discuss, and I mean emotion Shelley, folks. We are going to discuss the discount structure for members on Big Jet TV staying here at the Courtyard Marriott. To be honest with you, folks, you're either looking up from here, which is obviously not ideal. What's up? And I think there are a couple of rooms that look out over what you're seeing here. However, your left and right peripherals are kind of limited. But the most important thing is the fact that you get to you can dine out here. For example, seating out on the top deck there. Of course, they are going to be opening this this upper deck, hopefully quite soon. It's a little bit delayed, but it's not down to them so much. It's more down to supply of the interior, and that bar is nearly ready. And of course, this outside deck will be open to paying visitors here at the Courtyard Marriott in the not too distant future. But if you stay here now, you can get yourself up in that great restaurant slash bar that they have there, that facility there. So look them up. Courtyard Marriott, London Heathrow. Wow, it's a lot of time between. It's a lot of spacing between aircraft landing, man. Just in handling. What's that? What happened, GP? Concentration. Fly it in, down the centre line. Nice. That is a perfect landing. It's a bit firm. It's just because they want to get it down where they want to get it down rather than float it. I mean, of course, we have seen instances where the flare is max, you know, and like the A350 near tail strike that we filmed a couple of years ago. Slam dunk, slam dunk. Yeah. Tez BB. Manchester, not sure just yet because obviously, you know, we have got a very good friend of ours up there, Terry, who runs the airport pub, and it's just a case of us getting up there. Big question is, has the airport pub upper terrace now opened? That's what I really need to find out. Because if it has, then it's worth giving old Terry a call. He's a lovely lad. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. Yeah. Sam Robson staying there in June. A sneaky discount. Well, yeah, well, don't book it yet. We will most certainly. Would the A350-1000 be able to do the long haul route that Qantas does with the Dreamliner 7879? Justin Hanley asking yes. Julie, I needed that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Flexing those big engines, man. Muscle mania. Giant haystacks. Leave him alone! Handbags flying about all over the gaff. VJ, back to the heavy arrivals shortly. Okay, VJ said back to the heavy arrivals. Do we have a lineup of heavies? Roxy Simmons, Mark Jenkin. I wonder what birds think about planes, Roxy saying. Yes? Well, you know, if I think all animal lovers probably, or appreciators of animals, like I am, obviously think about what animals think, you know. They probably laugh, I'd imagine, especially the big birds of prey. Ha! Yeah, right. What, you need all that on your wings, do you, to get going? Flap 'em, son, flap 'em. Is this Bruxelles old livery? Oh, Croatia, sorry. See? Easily mistaken, the old son. Hey, look at the old birds, look. Straight on it, man. So, on the keys and a smooth landing is obviously a bonus. You made you! Justin Hanley, I'd say the upper deck on the 380 is very quiet. I would agree with you there, Justin. Rusty T. Well, I tell you what, funny enough, you do hear the engines on the upper deck of the 380. Not quite as much as what you do on the lower deck, but I tell you what, when we flew the 380 and we were up on the upper deck, you could certainly, and we were in the middle as well, so unfortunately we weren't at a window. It does aggravate me when you see people sitting in the window and you're like, mate, aren't you looking out the window? It's like as soon as they can, the blind comes down and that's it, bosh. You know, until they're literally told to put it up at the other end or whatever. It's like, man, really? Why don't you give up your seat for somebody who loves their aeroplanes? But there you go, it is what it is. I think most people are quite fascinated by planes, aren't they? I'd say the majority of people who fly are probably, wow, how cool is this sort of thing. Maybe not so much on the single aisle stuff, you know, the regular commuter who flies out on business meetings on a regular basis on the smaller jets over into Europe. But most certainly anybody who flies long haul is probably always sort of like excited to see which aeroplane they'll be flying on. Luckily for us, as we travel so much, you know, we use different operators: United, American, British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, whomever it may be. Did I say British Airways? I did say British Airways. Oh, hold on a minute. Tony Austin. Some strange reason he's not seeing all the comments. Jill Blakeney, look out the window the whole flight. I went to sleep. Jilly was watching the IFE. I woke up, still watching it. Flipping it. You know, flipping it. Not just the IFE, but I'm talking about the map. It was the map, wasn't it? You were watching like a. Like, you know, are we there yet? A minute. We slept for like 4 hours. It's like, anyway, I'll tell you what, as it gets darker, we're going to start to see, potentially, would be kind of good, because you get to see the anti-collision lights, see the very outboard strobes that are flash on the Dreamliner, on the Airbus. Single flash for the Boeing. I always prefer an overnight flight coming back, landing early morning, because then you've got the whole day to do stuff. And a day flight going out as well. A day flight going out, chasing the sun across the Atlantic and getting a daylight arrival, or possibly a sunset arrival. Got quite a few videos to put up on Shorts, by the way, folks. You know, a mix of landings and takeoffs on aircraft that I've filmed, and now we've got a platform, a place to put them, which it deserves, which is why it's called Shorts. So if you're watching right now, make sure you subscribe to the channel, folks, and a very warm welcome to all the, I will say, thousands of new subscribers since we've kind of been doing the Shorts, and of course, you know, other subscribers to the channel in general. Is this Biman, Bangladesh? Haven't seen this for a while, have we? Oh, hello, we've got a bit of preset. That wasn't expected, was it? Someone asking for a military short. I think the last one we put up yesterday was a military short, wasn't it? F-35s going full tilt out of Lakenheath. Check that out. We were hoping to see that today, but one thing that I did find out this morning was that not all the F-35s are operational at Lakenheath. So next time we go there, we'll do it in good conditions. They would have gone out today, but it was that fire, I think, that potentially stopped operations. I don't know if they've done anything this afternoon or what, but okay, precip is upon us. Oh, cool. Is that right? Oh. Start up. Moisture on the runway now. Do what? Mick painting a bedroom. Jimmy G61, good day to you. Justin Hanley. Have they kept any Concorde in working condition? Justin Hanley asking. It's a great question, that, Justin. There are no taxiing examples, and I don't believe there are any running examples like there were with the Vulcan, for example, which is no more, unfortunately. But certainly there are a lot of static examples, 737. But the one at Brooklands is the most active, I think. Got the nose, the droop is operational. Oh, easy, son, easy. That's a max right there. Is that a little bit of a port wind droop drop? Or was that just my hotkey usual? Morning, full dear. Morning, Major. KPF, full dear. No, not yet, Major. Images on your phone. Oh, nice! Got yourself. But you thought you deleted, but didn't delete. It's like, oh, yeah, that wasn't showing on the phone. because I remember when I started Big Jet TV, there was a picture I took on my phone of a Japan Airlines 777 taking off out of 27 left from down by the SA station, down at the old Bullen Bush, and I sort of like played around with it on the effects, on the editing effects, and used it on Twitter. I think on the Twitter account or something, or maybe on the Facebook account. Very interesting. Because I was like, blimey, hold on a minute, I haven't... Or was it there? That one there. Kelvin Grant, lots of floofage, indeed there is. Watching some bits and pieces, that Virgin plane that just landed, was it the one that took the England team to Qatar? I don't know, bits and pieces. Virgin plane just landed. Virgin plane just landed. Oh, okay. See now, that aircraft ready to go out, that 777, look. See the anti-collisions, the high intensity flashing lights on the wingtips. That basically is the indication that that aircraft is ready to take off. This cloud base is, well, the mist / fog is closing in now, literally by the second. James Doink, Doug J, with all the different airlines you fly on, do you belong to all of their frequent flyer programs? Not really. Not really, unfortunately. Roger Simmons, Blue Super. Indeed it is. We are on British Airways Executive Club, I think. But that's just part of being it, isn't it? It's get Avion miles or whatever it is. Okay, we've got 2 single aisle jets inbound. I've got to take the phone off again because the preset is back again. Apologies, folks. You're going to have to... the old mic's looking a little bit... Catch the next 2 777s. Again, a big shout out to Pilot H, whom I spoke to earlier today. Nice to meet you, sir. Lovely chat as well. I could have gone on talking for hours, to be perfectly honest with you. I know. He was like, "Can I talk now?" Planes, wings, engines. Sorry. He's like, oh, right, okay. Wait till that finishes that. Oh, God, yeah, burnt a lot of time up, I'll tell you. Yeah. Runway in sight. Very intense, high intensity lights. Yeah, March is really the next available sort of like. We've got to do the Euro show for February and sort that out. Yeah, because we've got the airside, haven't we? Oh, not allowed to talk about that. You didn't hear that, right? Oh, the airside. And where? Whom and where? Not telling. Oh man, we got some really exciting news to bring you folks, and it took a massive step closer over the last couple of days as well. It's basically happening, but we're not able to say anything just yet. It's the biggest and best secret I've ever held in my life. Second week in February, you're going to know about it. It's not, no. Yeah, it's not 4K. No, you won't even notice a bleeding difference when it all comes, to be honest with you. In fact, so much so that we're not even going to make a big point of it, folks. When it does happen, we're not going, oh, look at us! Yeah. We will be testing the ultimate in 4K equipment, but you know, when it happens, we're not going to make a big deal of it. It's like, it's content you're after, isn't it? Isn't it content? For a little bit, a tiny little bit of quality. It's not 4K. It's not 4K. It's a mission, is what it is. It's a project. Oh, listen to him speaking noise. Right, I think we've definitely got 777 inbound, haven't we, GP? We've been working on it for quite some time. Probably best part of 5 months now, is it? 4 months? Somewhere in amongst the fog. Here she comes. Wow. Beautiful. No, it's nothing to do with me, folks. It's nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do with it's a content. It's content that we're talking about here. It's a special, very special show that we're bringing you. I'm not going to stop talking about it. Yeah. I saw it, but I didn't read it. Any good? Any half worth? Okay. Is it? Is this the fella that we spoke to the other day? That I spoke to? Really? Wow. So he's really he's sorry about that. He's really done his job then, hasn't he? He's done his homework. Wow. Oh well, it might be another secret. Is that someone trying to call me from San Antonio? No, not San Antonio. San Diego or wherever it was this morning. Someone was trying to call me from the US, Santa Barbara or. Oh, blimey! Because I tried phoning them back. They're like, the Google. Yeah. No, I blocked it. Oh, wow. Blimey. Wow. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on here? What's going on here, son? Whoop, whoop. We have double bubble. Maybe just an exercise. Normally when there's when it's a non-emergency, they will just run the orange and not the blues and twos. So it's coming out the eastern end of the airfield. 2 fire stations here at London Heathrow. There's an ops vehicle. Sorry. Oh, hello. Wait a minute. You're not a millipede. Be a at gate in an incident. And of course I can't see that far down, so. I thought that was Father Christmas on the top there for a second with his sack. See what I mean or not? Ho 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 ho. Right folks, well it's pretty miserable here at the moment, I've got to say. Not a lot of activity. So I think we're gonna call it. One more dream on the back. I think we're gonna get on our way. Can't read the comments because of the rain. Soggy bag. It has been great having your company, albeit very late in the day. I do apologise once again for this morning's no-show at Lakenheath. Of course, we will be back to give you more military action. You can, if you want to, go online and go to YouTube and watch our military shows. I think if you just search Big Jet TV Lakenheath, Big Jet TV Coningsby, Big Jet TV Mildenhall, you'll see lots of activity there, right the way back to the early days where the F-15C variants and D and E variants were still active long before the F-35s came into operation, right up to modern day with the F-35s operating out of Lakenheath, and of course the Typhoons operating out of RAF Coningsby. And there's a lot of stuff to see on there. And one in particular was we've got a couple of we've got quite a few actually unrestricted takeoff examples, and we've got a fantastic display by the Typhoon Battle of Britain, well not Battle of Britain, but the Typhoon display team. I think it was it Blackjack, or did they use another aircraft? Blackjack, wasn't Blackjack in maintenance or something like that at the time of the Typhoon display? But we do have. We were very, it went tech, we were very, very fortunate on that day, and literally that is the whole thing with what we do. Sometimes it falls in our favour, other times we're late or whatever it might be. Late in terms of like you missed it kind of thing. but it is always great to catch things like that, and that is right there for you to watch on Big Jet TV YouTube channel. And make sure you subscribe, folks. Thank you to everybody who's given us a like today. A very warm welcome to all of our new members. You are fantastic, you guys. Everybody who gets involved with Big Jet TV. It's a wonderful family that we have, and we are so very fortunate to have such a great, friendly family. And I have to say, a lot of that is down to, obviously, you know, the way that everything works with Big Jet TV, but also down to Jilly for keeping everything nice and flowing nicely, because it is important that you monitor and control a social media live channel so that everybody's happy. Not available still. This is these aren't. Soggy bag, soggy bag. Listen, folks, thank you so much. It's been great having your company once again. Bit of an odd day, but still we've got some fantastic stuff here. Thank you once again to the wonderful people here at the Courtyard Marriott. We'll keep you posted on that discount, the discount that we are planning with the folks here. Hey, look, it's going to be, who knows, anything from 15 up to 20%. I'd imagine somewhere around about that region. We do, of course, have the same with other hotels. Well, one we work with. I must go and speak to those guys again. But we will be planning to do something here at the Courtyard Marriott. Thank you once again to all the pilots, all the folks who work at the airport as well, and keep this whole thing moving nice and smoothly. And that has to be said to all the very hard-working staff at the security teams, the passport check-in, everybody, the folks that load the aircraft, the pilots, the cabin crews, the fire crews, the everything crews, maintenance teams, etc., etc. We cannot thank you enough. Right, folks, look after yourselves. We'll see you if you are a Big Jet TV First or Superclass member. We will see you in Toronto this coming weekend. Look out, keep an eye out on the app. Make sure you download the app, and of course subscribe to the channel as well to make sure that you get your updates. And we will see you at the weekend. Look after yourselves. Cheers. Toodaloo. All right, GP, that's a wrap. The what? All the lights on the what? Oh right, they're still on there. I think they're all year round lights. I think they're all year round lights. Yeah, they do look nice, yeah. Yeah. I think I'm good. Stand by. Let's just make sure. Yeah, I'm just looking to see where these emergency vehicles are. Police vehicles. Now what's interesting is that those vehicles are coming in here. Hold on a minute, which way are they? Wait a minute. What's going on down there? Now that's the access road to the back of the bike sheds at Heathrow. I don't know. We've got a no, they're police. Those vehicles down there are police. Oh no, that's a fire. That's fire. Fire! Got another bleeding fire. I wonder if there's a... I don't know, but there definitely is a... I'm just surprised not to see any of the airport teams jumping on this one. It's, I wonder if it's an incident maybe over there, land side and not air side. Although the direction that they are going in. Okay, so that's a maybe it's training. Stand by. Hold on a minute. I think it's training. Because that's at the training unit, isn't it? So this may be a multi all hands on deck. That's funny, man. Oh, it's a shame it's not a clear day, man, because that would look... we could have done a bit on that, couldn't we? Because I'm just not getting a good shot of that. Definitely, this is Korean trip. I've seen this for a while, haven't we? She's down. Yeah, no, I think it is. I think it's attention all cars, this is not a drill. Well, it is. Because now you see there's more of them coming in, man. There's more of them coming in. You know, also, you know, the emergency crews. Now, I'll tell you what's interesting is that the way they are positioned there looks like they're facing to go out, but the fact that they are there right next to the fire training to make it realistic. There's an ops vehicle there. Yeah, there's definitely they're pointing in this direction. I'm just surprised they're not at the. Here comes another one, and we also have fire, and we have. There's ambulance as well, mate. Haven't seen this for a while, folks. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I tell you why they're parked there. It's because the airport fire teams, first of all, are not anywhere to be seen. It's interesting because I would expect the airport, the Heathrow fire teams to be responding when they're not. Multiple vehicles down there, but normally if there's an emergency, they're parked up down there, aren't they? There are different intersecting points on the runway. Why would they be there? I mean, it's... Is it? No. Hey, little bit of drama. Little bit of drama. There's nothing squawking or no. It's a shame old Matey Price not there, isn't it? Roger. Oh. Yeah. Go on, son. Okay, now here's this is one of the Heathrow units, but not using his blues. So that's is he repositioning or is he going over to have a chat with them? Or no, he's coming back to the command centre over here, I think. He's not in any idling back to the command centre, I think. Yeah. Because obviously you'd think that they would be. Oh, look at that double Swiss. 1 A220 and 1 320. Leaving A330 in for crying out loud. Oh, okay, one's Geneva, one's Zurich. Yeah, of course, yeah. Crazy. Wow. Big old bruiser going out, 27 left. What's this? Looks like he's got some kind of vehicle that's used to clean out the drains. Or suction apparatus. unrelated possibly. See, there's police. Oh, hello. We have a moving vehicle. Oh, turning around, doing a U-turn. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, looks like the crisis, whatever, has possibly been averted. Oh yeah, gotta love the way the lift just drops off those wings once she touches down. Yeah, looks like looks like they're out of here, and I think we are the same, folks. I don't know what that was all about. As we see, oh, lights are off. That's it. Lights are off. We're out of here. Look after yourselves, folks. See you at the weekend in Toronto if you want to join us. Between now and then, look after yourselves. Be good to ones around you. Look up an old friend. Make sure they're all right. Speak to your granny and tell your mum and dad you love them. And be good to the animals, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.